Good evening, everybody. Christian Flores with 7 News, and tonight we are outside the Fairfax County Courthouse, where we just got back outside a few hours ago after the first day of the trial of Brendan Banfield. Now, for those of you who may not know, Banfield is the man who's accused of murdering his wife and another man in an elaborate plot that involved him and an au pair posing as his wife on a fetish website to lure that man, to make it look like it was a home invasion gone wrong. Now, part of this plan, he's accused of concocting this plan in order to get away and run off with the au pair who's in the country from Brazil. Now, that au pair has decided to testify against Mr. Banfield in exchange for a lesser sentence, and she would face deportation back to Brazil when this is all said and done. Now, as far as the jury selection process, it took a little bit more than 3 hours. Both sides, the prosecution and the defense, were able to whittle down that jury pool of 80 down to 16. That's 9 men and 7 women. Now, of that 16, 4 of them will serve as alternates and won't be part of the deliberations, of course, barring something happening to one of the 12 jurors. Now, both sides were able to ask a number of questions specifically about how much they knew about this case, if they had any biases and any sort of background with law enforcement, if it had any relationship with law enforcement or any run-ins with law enforcement. Another question that came up was whether any of the potential jurors or anyone those potential jurors knew were involved in any sort of marital infidelity, because in this case, Banfield is accused of having an affair with that Brazilian au pair. Now, that did disqualify a few members of the jury, but again, all in all, it took a little more than 3 hours. Those questions were able to get done pretty soon. Around 1:30 p.m. is when this was all finished, and so it started around 10, so a little bit more than 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So opening statements begin at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. 7 News on your side will be at the courthouse covering what both sides had to say to start off this trial.